Okay, what I've set up here is actually the tutorial on how to play Zombicide that's actually found in the scenario book. I picked Amy and I've got Wanda as our starting characters, and I've placed them up here. I've got the board set up here, and it also tells us to go ahead and start with 2 zombies, 1 here and 1 there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over show you how zombies move, show you how characters move, how you attack, noise, things like that. So first off, let's go over how do you move. Well, each space in here counts as a movement. So for instance, if she wanted to move from here to there, that would be 1 movement. So 1 movement, 2 movement. It's basically each room would count as a movement. On the outside, it's each area between these white lines. So this would be called a section. So if you wanted to move this zombie from here to there, that would be 1, 2, 3, as such. You always know based off of your character if you have any special abilities. So everybody starts on their experience here in the blue. Everybody always starts with 1 bonus here. If you notice, it says for Amy, she gets 1 free move action, which is kind of valuable, trust me. Wanda, if you notice here, she's in the blue, she gets 2 zones she can move for 1 movement action. So very, very powerful. Now each one of them can start with a frying pan. Now let's go over these cards. These are weapons. First off, this is saying right here that this frying pan, when you use it, does not make noise. This here tells you the range, so you have to be in the same section as a zombie to be able to wield and use the frying pan as a weapon. This tells you how many dice you would roll, what you have to hit, what your target is, so you have to get a 6 or above, which you only roll a d6, so I'm not quite understanding that, and how much damage it will inflict. So for instance, this frying pan, you must roll 1 die, you want to try to hit a 6, and it will do 1 point of damage, so you'll kill 1 zombie possibly. So what you can do on your turn, let's say Amy here is the starting, you get 3 points of action to begin. Moving is 1 point of action. Searching is a point of action, and on your turn you're allowed to search 1 time, no more. So she could search this room right here that she is in, and she finds a pistol. Now the pistol, if you notice, is a little different. First off, let's go over this. Notice that the pan did not have that. What that is it means that it's a dual weapon. Right here and here is what cards are in your hand. Everything behind that you can hold up to 5, but the ones behind that are in reserve. So in other words, it's kind of like they're in your pockets or you strapped them to your back. So you could put this pistol, though, in your hand and wield 2 of them and use both of them when you attack. However, look, they make noise. Zombies go after noise if there's no line of sight. Its range would be 0 to 1. You roll 1 die. You want to hit a 4 or above for 1 point of damage. So she can immediately equip that after she found it. She would have 2 other points of movement, and she could just step right there because she cannot get through this door, unfortunately. The only way to get through a door is to be able to have a crowbar or an axe. And seems how she can't bust it open, we'll immediately just concede and go over here to Wanda's turn. Now Wanda will search. Well, Wanda did find the fire axe. Now, that's what this little symbol up here, that means it can bust open doors. But if you notice also, it will make noise. When you use it to attack a zombie, it does not make noise. You can use it for a weapon in the same section as a zombie. You roll 1 die, a 4 or above, but it does 2 points of damage. Now, keep in mind, that does not mean that you could kill 2 zombies with 1 swing of the axe. What that means is that some zombies are a bit more powerful than others. And I'll explain that here in just a minute. So if she used 1 point for that, to be able to do that, she can use another point to move up here into the bedroom, and then she can use the fire axe to bust that door open, just like that, which now makes it to where they can start going out here, and actually it should be right there. They could go out here and try to start getting to the objective. The objective of the tutorial is just to get to this X here and pick that up. That's it. This is very simple. It's very basic. Now she can move out here if she wanted, but let's just say she stays there for the moment. After their turn is completely over, you will switch the initiative mark token over to the next player, and now it's going to be the zombies' turn. First thing zombies do is they attack. If there's anybody in their section, they will attack them. If there's nobody there, then they move. These zombies are considered walkers, so they can move just 1 space in the direction where they heard noise. So she made noise with that X, which means that we should have put a noise token in there. But the other thing is that people make noise. So you will always yourself count as a noise token as well So you could say that there's 3 noise in this room. The zombies hear you, they're coming for you. This zombie would move down here towards the direction of the noise as well. Now that the zombie's turn is over for movement, we go to the actual zombie spawning cards. Over there is our zombie generator. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip the top card, and we're going to see what line we're going to go based off of our experience. Both Amy and Wanda are in the blue on the experience, which means that we just look right here, which means, whew, no more zombies are going to be added to this board. Got lucky. Now let's go out here and kill some zombies. Well, it's Wanda's turn first, and she has a fire axe and also a frying pan, or a fire axe and a frying pan. So she can move into the same section as the zombie. She can try to go after that zombie with the axe. And to be able to do that, she'll take 1 die, and she's going to try to roll a 4 or better. She failed. No, she didn't. She magically got a 5. Now that zombie would be destroyed. Then what you're going to do is you're going to give Wanda 1 point of experience for killing that zombie and move up her meter just like that. Notice she's going to start getting into the yellow if she tries to kill too many zombies. If any one of the members of your party ever get into yellow, then you would always go off of what the yellow of the card says right here. Anybody. She also would have another point of an action point to use, and she can move 2 spaces for 1 action point according to her card here. Amy can move 1 point for free, and then she can move up 2 more spaces to catch up to Wanda right there. Then once again, it would go to the zombie's turn. So we'd move a zombie up, which she can't do anything. Flip over the top one, and uh-oh, we're going to add 2 more zombies to the board, which that would be 2 more walkers. And they will start down here, just like that, and they don't do anything else except for come onto the board. Then it would be our hero's turn again. Now they're trying to get to that objective point, and so we can move, should have switched the objective, so Amy will move up here for free, or actually, you know what, I'm sorry, she can shoot at that zombie from where she's at with her pistol. Now the pistol can only shoot from 1 space away, so as long as that zombie's right there, then she can attack it. But let's say the zombie was right here. At no time are you ever allowed to use a ranged weapon to attack a zombie that's in the same section as another person that's a part of your party without hitting the member of your party first. So Amy would not be able to shoot the pistol at that zombie without first hitting Wanda and killing her. If you ever take 2 wounds, you're dead. So you got to be very careful that you don't take wounds for no reason. So she could aim up at that zombie. 1, 2, boom, killed it. Give herself an experience point, and she would still be able to move here for free and then just kind of hang out because she doesn't have anything to bust open that door. So now Wanda can move up here, and this is where it gets really interesting and tricky. Wanda can move up here, and now she can use her axe, bust open this door. Whenever you bust open an area where it's been unoccupied, now we was occupied in here when we busted that door open. However, this was unoccupied. You actually have to draw a card for each one of the rooms that are in this building. So for instance, we'll start right here. We draw a card. We go by the blue down here at the bottom, which says we add 1 walker. So we take 1 walker, we put him in there. We'll go to the next room here. Let's flip over the next card. 1 more walker. So we'll add him right there. And then we'll go right here, which means we'll add another walker. And then, last but not least, the last room, which we had a 0, nothing. So now we've got more members of the monsters coming out to try to get us, or the zombies. So now that we're going to just say Wanda's going to forgo her last action, she's going to, and she's going to just stay there. Now it's the zombies' turn. They're going to move up here. This one's going to move out. This one here. This one there. And we're going to flip over the top card, and we're going to spawn more zombies down, which is 2 more down there on the spawning point. Now you're seeing the board's really starting to get covered here. They're going to have their hands full here in a bit. So now Wanda can go after and attack this one, and she can use the frying pan and such. So that's basically the gist of the game. However, where it gets really hard and complicated is when you go up in experience too fast. And the reason is because you're going to start adding characters like runners. Now runners are a lot more dangerous than walkers because runners get 2 action points. So let's say that the runner was right here at the start of the zombie's turn. The runner would move up here, and a second action point would actually bite Amy or Wanda. Now let's say if ever the zombie started in a section, their actions. This zombie would immediately bite one of them. And this one, he gets 2 actions. Don't forget, he would actually be able to bite one of them twice on his turn. So runners are much, much more dangerous than walkers. We also have fatties. Now fatties, anytime they enter onto the board, they are immediately also accompanied by 2 walkers. So a fatty comes on and 2 walkers. Now the thing about a fatty though is that he's a bit harder to kill than a typical walker. A walker and a runner you can kill with just one, with any weapon that does 1 point of damage as listed down here at the bottom of the card. However, a fatty will take a weapon that does 2 points of damage. Now the question is, what if you had 2 pistols and you shot them both at the fatty and you hit with both? Still does not kill the fatty. You have to use a weapon that says it does 2 points of damage. There is no way around it. Now there is one more guy let's take a look at, and that's the Abomination. Now there's only one of him. However, he takes 3 points of damage to kill. There is no weapon in the stack of search cards that does 3 points of damage. You have to, if he ever comes on the board and you want to kill him, you have to find a gas can and a bottle to make a Molotov that you actually can use to destroy him. And in fact, if you ever made a Molotov and say all these monsters are right here, you could actually throw it onto that section and it would wipe out every single zombie on that section. And you get experience points. You actually get 5 experience points for killing him. You also get typically 5 experience points for picking these up too. So that is Zombicide. There's other things I could probably go over, but to be honest, I just want to touch on the basics for you to give you an idea.